Welcome to Proactive Wisdom TV. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you are notified every time a future upload happens. Today we're looking at why you should never work for free in a job interview. Let's face the facts and the harsh truth. The year of 2020 has not been easy on individuals nor employees. Long-standing retailers like Neiman Marcus, J.Crew, JCPenney, True Religion, and GNC are among many companies that have filed for bankruptcy since the pandemic started earlier this year. At the same time, companies that are still surviving are trying to use the second half of the year to not only stay afloat, but also hire new employees who they believe can implement creative strategies and long-term initiatives to increase the company's rapidly declining revenue. But it isn't so simple. Companies want to interview and ultimately hire amazing talent, but they also want to have the ability to test the skills of candidates and get a first-hand look at how they approach tasks. Employers do this by having job seekers complete homework assignments as a mandatory step to moving forward in the hiring process. Here's an example of the process. You apply for a job and subsequently get the opportunity to interview for a particular role. You make a good first-round impression with the recruiter during your phone screen, so the recruiter decides to move you forward to speak with the hiring manager or another member of the team to further evaluate your candidacy. You make a great impression in the second-round interview and think you will be offered the role. But wait, the next step in the hiring process is to complete a work sample so that the company can understand how you will apply your skill set to problems you'd be solving for the team. This is your homework stage, and you have to complete this open-ended task if you hope to be offered the role. Here's a real-life example of a task an employer wants a candidate to complete. This memo should include a clear recommendation with supporting rationale, considerations, and assumed priorities. Among any other considerations, please include the following. Number 1. Outline the potential data privacy issues surrounding the contemplated data exchange. Number 2. How you would prepare your product manager to appropriately manage information sharing with the potential partner. You may find that there are multiple best practices that are appropriate. If so, provide your recommendation for the best course of action and support why. The purpose of this exercise is to assess your ability to perform research, synthesize information, and structure recommendations. If you have a question regarding the question posed or the business priorities, feel free to make an assumption and record it as part of your supporting documentation. Whoa! By the time candidates finish reading this prompt, they should see red flags all over the place. To do this request effectively, a candidate would need to invest an unreasonable amount of time and effort. And in any instance, if candidates are good at something, they should never agree to do it for free. Here are 3 main reasons why. Number 1, there may not even be a real job opening. While you may have spent 30 to 60 minutes on the phone with a recruiter or human resources person for the role, the writing assignment will likely take you more hours of work and brain power to put together appropriately. It is not at all uncommon for companies to use false recruiting processes to get candidates to produce entire marketing plans and presentations without paying for the work or ultimately hiring anyone to fill a role. Set up boundaries when you encounter these situations by having a ready and practiced response. You can inform the employer that you can provide the work sample at your usual consulting rate, which you can base on your first year of salary. That gives the employer 2 options. 1, provide you a job offer, or 2, move on. Generally, that will end the conversation right there, and the employer will continue their quest with other candidates to provide the work pro bono. If it is not a volunteer role, don't waste your time doing high-quality work for free. Number 2, there likely won't be an NDA in place. NDA stands for Non-Disclosure Agreement. It is a contract by which parties agree to not disclose confidential information with others. In this instance, entering an NDA would allow you to prevent the employer from using or otherwise sharing your work product with another party without your permission. Your ideas are precious, so protect them as such. But the likelihood of getting an employer to agree to an NDA during the interview process is slim. If they refuse to sign an NDA, this may be another huge red flag. Understand how an assignment might be used, because the last thing you want to have happen is for you to hand over hours of free work only to have wasted all that time and not receive the job. Number 3, there will be unrealistic expectations on the job. In a case handled by Daniel Solo, president of an executive search firm called Second Line Advisors, Solo found that a hedge fund requested a candidate to invest 30 to 40 hours in drawing up a financial model and accompanying report to the company. Not only was there no pay for the assignment, but the task also needed to be completed over a short Labor Day weekend and turned in on the actual holiday. If an employer is this demanding on work assignments in an interview process, they are likely to be as demanding or even more so in a day-to-day environment. If something on the inside is telling you that an employer simply isn't right for you, know that they are not the right ones for you. When the right position comes along, you will know. Until then, never work for free in a job interview. For more interesting videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend. Keep your focus on your goals, and until next time, keep striving.